Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. I just made this video, right? And I wanted to show you that how one, the arrow in between, okay, has the choice between the two pylons. The reason for 1 and 2, okay? This is why 2 and 1 are two separate worlds. This is the way it is. 1 and 2 brings them together, 1 and 2. A and C, the reason for A and C, okay, is because it's B that goes between, or you connect A and C to create the in-between. The nose here, the arrow over here, the red dot over here, the mouth that comes just underneath this, you know, and you got a whole hat. This would be the hat on top of your head, the Christmas tree. Where did the Christmas tree come from? It's the pointing arrow. You know all these stupid movies we watch and have all these crazy little things? Well, everything counts. If you have it in your mind, it's because you created it somewhere. Not only that, you take this, you put it up here, you take these two pins, and what actually happens is it ends up like this, and then it ends up like this. And then you end up taking it. Whoop, I made that wrong. And you end up taking it and making it like this. This arrow becomes this. This can become the legs of the eyes of the balls of your feet, because he wants to be the king of the heel. Dog heels at the bottom of your foot. Oh, you don't know who this guy is? This is Frank Sinatra singing. King of the Hill, Benny Hill. Then they come up with some other cartoon characters. So we now have the reason for C, okay, with the dot in the center of the C, bet and vet, okay, is because this comes between the two. This, there must be two. You have to be. Oh yeah, I'm right here. You're right where? On the spot you are? No, you're in between the area you're in. You're in between the circle. You're in between. So this arrow becomes this. This becomes the top of the arrow. This becomes the bottom of the arrow. If this was a clock and be the bottom of the arrow, these 2 points would go from here to here, okay, which would be 45 degrees, and these 2 points would go from here to here. These 2 sides would now be this. This will touch at the top, and this will separate at the bottom. Where are you? I'm at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock what? Well, we got a separation by 22.5 and 22.5 degrees over here. Then we worked over 45 degrees, bringing us to 675, 675. 675 and 675 is 135, says ace. This is 12 o'clock. It says create the ace by the creator of the ace hole. Don't forget, this here is now sitting right here on this wheel. This arm is sitting right here on this wheel, and there's another one like this right over here for both the worlds. So each one of these are sitting on 2 worlds, and the body of 2, 4, 6, and 8, the Zion and the Israel, is between the planets and the moons of what we really, I've never seen a planet, and I've never seen a moon other than a shadow, okay? I have never really seen the sun other than the light, okay? I have never seen the earth other than the earth I walk upon. So, like, you want to tell me a story, like, who made up what story first? And since business is good and everybody's making money, why change the story? I don't even know what my sister told me last year or 5 years ago. I don't remember the secrets people are keeping from when I was young. We stopped thinking of who said what secret because it doesn't serve any purpose. Because we just lose the energy of the time we're in, and then we lose the time. So we showed up with this. So the other reason for C, okay, and A having no value because A inside C, because of this. Because the C goes around this. When C goes around this, the C turns, and this over here, it'll turn this way. This will be a passage. Don't forget, if there's a circle here, you can go down. If there's a rod that's in the circle, you can go through the tube. If it goes around and recreates the circle that's connected with 2 rods, it becomes a C around the passage, and the C around the passage ends up looking like this. The C, if you take a look at it, the arrow through the head, actually, when it's going through, if the water was going through, it would be a continuous line. It would now create the A from the C, and A only plays inside a C because that's where the passage is. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I had a question, what does my heart do? If you have to ask yourself, what does your heart do? What does your heart feel? What does your heart do? And I like to generalize and make it a lot easier. That way anybody can say, 99 people said your heart beats. And it's up all the time, so it must live in New York. Because in New York, nobody sleeps, according to Frank Sinatra. My heart does more than it can ever do. My heart wants to be fair. My heart must choose. Every time I do something, it has to pass through my heart, choosing my choice of whether or not I am going to harm anybody else in this world, and to what effect can I alleviate the harm and continue on my life. And one of the things I came up with is when you're pushing a 4-year-old on the swing, you only push them with the momentum they can handle. You must do unto others to bring the goodness of the smile which enlightens one's heart. So your heart must choose. It does not mean, and people cannot turn to the other person, they do not understand his judgment. It takes two to make three. Based on two choices, there will be one judgment. With or without the judge, the two will become one. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus in the year 5775, which is 123 times 47 times equal 5781. The moon comes to Venus. That's what time it is. Thank you.